Hello, Goddess Garden Book Chat. I'm so excited that you're here on this journey with me in February as we do 28 books, 28 days, 28 reviews that are going to discuss some of the most powerful books in my library. The edition of Colson Whitehead is new. The Institutionist is something I picked up in early January. It was a part of the Audible Plus catalog. It wasn't a book that I purchased, it was a book that I borrowed. And at first, it wasn't a part of the journey. If you go back and look at the other books in the reading challenge and you get to the last page, you'll see that there was another book that I wanted to review. But after crafting a brilliant review and deep dive of a book that I thoroughly enjoyed, I found that unfortunately the powers that be do not like the word, do not like the product, even though it is something that is pretty much a part of the fabric of the culture. And so I had to remove this book because when I found that creating the review was an obstacle, I knew uploading it to YouTube was going to be a challenge. So that book, unfortunately, is not going to be reviewed. But if you look and you get a chance to go to Audible and you have a membership where you can take advantage of the plus catalog, please take a moment and enjoy one of the funniest comedies on YouTube. It's written by George K. Burns and Rochelle Jeffrey, and it's narrated by a cast that is just outstanding. Some of the best comedians came together to make this a very rich and episodic series that just takes you places and makes you laugh along the way. So the book is there to enjoy, and it is not that I am minimizing in any way the book that is going to be reviewed next. I just wanted to mention that if you have been following along and you saw that that book was going to be a topic of discussion and this book wasn't there and it's there now, I wanted to give you some reasoning. So without further ado, my assistant Dorothy G is working with me this week and she's going to do this wonderful deep dive. So stay tuned, friends, and I hope that you'll join me on Discord or leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because we are a book club that is growing, doing fantastic things, and reading great books. And I want to make sure you're always there to enjoy all the wonderful things we've got going on.
Learning to last through pages that whisper lessons untold. Goddess garden room stories unfold. Reflections of strength like rivers flow. In books we rise, that our spirits glow. GGBC.
Welcome back, GGBC listeners. It's your girl, Dorothy G, coming to you with Book 9 of our epic reading challenge journey. Let's take a moment to appreciate how far we've come, from spicy romances to comedic dramas, and now a bold shift into literary brilliance with Colson Whitehead's The Intuitionist, narrated by the velvet-voiced Peter J. Fernandez. Trust me, this change-up in our selections is like stepping into a new world, and it's nothing short of phenomenal. When 11 Goddess added this novel to our list, I'll admit, I had my doubts. Elevators? Really? But Whitehead takes what seems mundane and turns it into a lens through which we examine race, power, progress, and the very idea of truth. The Intuitionist is a journey, one that's as much about ascension and descent in society as it is about literal elevators. Let's start at the top. The novel is set in a meticulously crafted alternate world where elevator inspectors are crucial figures, ensuring the lifeblood of vertical cities continues to flow. Enter our protagonist, Lila Mae Watson. She's not just any inspector, she's the first Black female intuitionist. For those unfamiliar, intuitionists rely on instinct and gut feelings rather than empirical measurements. Lila Mae's methodical and deeply introspective nature contrasts beautifully with the rigid, rule-bound empiricists, creating a fascinating ideological clash. When an elevator crash threatens to destroy her career, Lila Mae's investigation unravels layers of corporate intrigue, political machinations, and long-buried secrets. And can we talk about the black box? Whitehead crafts it as a metaphorical and literal invention, representing a flawless elevator and an unattainable ideal, much like racial equality and societal progress. Now, let's address the overarching journey this book takes us on. At its core, The Intuitionist isn't just about elevators. It's about power, who holds it, who's excluded, and the systems that perpetuate inequality. Whitehead's narrative forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about systemic racism, tokenism, and the cost of ambition. Lila May's experience as a trailblazer in her field resonates deeply, her quiet strength reminding us of all those who've had to navigate predominantly white, male spaces while maintaining their dignity. If you're wondering, what are some key moments that stood out? Oh, where do I start? When Lila May discovers the truth about the elevator crash, we're hit with a gut punch revelation about trust and betrayal. Whitehead's prose, sharp, incisive, and unrelenting, keeps you questioning everything. And Peter J. Fernandez's narration? Pure gold. His nuanced delivery brings Lila May's quiet resilience and the corporate world's cutthroat nature vividly to life. If I had to summarize this book in one word, it'd be elevating. Whitehead doesn't just tell a story. He challenges us to think, to see the parallels between his world and our own. And as we continue our GGBC reading challenge, The Intuitionist feels like a call to rise above, to question, and to seek understanding. So, my fellow book lovers, what did you think? Did Whitehead's exploration of intuition versus empiricism resonate with you? Let's keep the conversation going on our chat board. That's it for today's deep dive. Stay tuned for Book 10 in our challenge. Until then, keep reading, keep questioning, and keep climbing those metaphorical and literal elevators. This is Dorothy G, signing off from the Goddess Garden Book Chat. Bye, everyone.
February's breeze echoes the past. Sinkhole for birds flown, learning to last. Through pages that whisper lessons untold. Goddess garden looms, stories unfold. Reflections of strength like rivers flow. In books we rise, and our spirits glow. GGBC reading challenge transforming. February's dreams live as a cycle for bird.